This is the curriculum we chose for kindergarten. For history, we chose Beatty's History of Me, and this introduces what history is. This is Beatty, and Beatty is a timeline. It explains what a timeline is, and then it has the kids create their own timeline. It explains about the past and the present. It explains what history is. It explains how to create your own family timeline and how to make a family tree of your own. History's here. History's there. The history of Thanksgiving. And it does have a few crafts that the kids can do, like color and cut and paste. Maritime history, history of boats. Toy history, history of Christmas. History of Epiphany, and here is a craft that they can do. History of houses, my neighborhood, my city, my state, my region, state U.S. history, Goldilocks. They have to put the scenes in order, everything that happened first and next. History of sports. St. Patrick's Day history. And this is another craft that they can create. And this is the one that my son did. Easter. And again, they have to create a timeline with pictures. Here's another craft that they can make. History of dresses with another craft, and we did do that one as well. History of music. History of weapons, church history, another timeline. For the history of dresses, the craft, this is the one that my son ended up doing. For handwriting, we used a reason for handwriting. First, it shows you the correct way to hold your pencil, to sit up straight, slant your paper, the alphabet, and they follow this tree house. This is a guideline for when they're writing their letters on their paper with the lines. Once we were done with the reason for handwriting, we moved on to Memoria Press copybook. This is book 1. First, it has them trace capital letters, and then they copy the letters, and it moves on to lowercase. It gives them a Bible verse, and it then has a space for them to draw a picture, and then they copy the same verse on the next page. Most of them are Bible verses that they have to copy, but then it also does have some poems and days of the week, months of the year, and some extra copy sheets. For art, we chose Abeka. This is their K5 book. These are a few of the art projects that my son made. We also did picture study. We used these art cards by Memoria Press. These are 5 by 7 in size. And it's artwork by different artists. In the back of every card, it tells you the name of the painting, the year, the artist, and where it's located. For science, we use the Berenstain Bears Big Book of Science and Nature. It talks about holidays, seasons, weather, the different types of animals and plants. It also has a couple of experiments that you can do with your child. For example, this one here, when you're learning about solids and liquids, and this is another experiment to do. We also did a nature book. We would just go outside and take this with us. And he would just draw things that he would see outside. For reading, we used All About Reading. We started with the pre-reading program first. This comes with the teacher's manual. There's cards that go along with it, and then there's the readers. It also comes with letter charts and with a puppet that helps you teach the lessons. This is the student activity workbook. Once we were finished with the pre-reading kit, we went ahead with level 1. This one also has the teacher's manual, comes with 3 readers, tiles that you use on a magnetic board to build words. The red ones are vowels and the blue are consonants. These are word cards and letter cards that you also use with the lessons. And this is the student activity book. These, you cut these out and you have to put them with the correct picture. There's lots of games that you can play. You cut out pictures, you color them. You feed this monster with these bones. In the back of these little cards are words that they have to read. Every time they get one correct, they can feed it to the monster. These sheets are just for them to practice their reading. There's words, there's short sentences and phrases also. This is a game that you play with a spatula and a pan, and you have to flip the eggs over and read the words in the back of each egg. These are the readers. I believe they have them in color now, at least for level 1. I'm not sure about the pre-reader set. We actually were able to do both the pre-reading and level 1 in one school year. For math, we used Matthew C. This is the student workbook. These are the DVDs that teach the lessons. There's also a teacher's manual. And these are the blocks to use as manipulatives. It starts off very basic. Just 1, 2, and then they circle the number. They learn addition, subtraction at the very end of the book. They also learned time. There's a few connect the dots. They also look for the unknown number. Tally marks. Shapes. Skip counting. This is skip counting by tens. Skip counting by twos. You can also build the clock using the blocks, as they show it here. This is the subtraction.